Welcome to Scriptural Snapshots, brought to you by Living Faith Ministries in Kaiser, West Virginia, where we bring the living Word of God into your life. I'm Pastor Gordon Brubaker. We've been studying what God hates, and we've been using as our primary verse, base verse, Proverbs 6, 16 through 19. These 6 things the Lord hates. Yes, 7 are an abomination to him. A proud look, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked plans, feet that are swift in running to evil, a false witness who speaks lies, and one who sows discord among the brethren. The word for hate here we talked about last week. It's the same word of hate that was used of the brothers toward Joseph, that they hated him. It means an intense desire, an intense emotion. It means to set oneself against this particular issue of concern. They hated Joseph. One person said they hated Joseph with a bitter disdain. They conspired to kill him and plotted Joseph's death and actually achieved his removal from their presence. Now, it turned out, as we've said, Joseph turned out to be the salvation of his family. They would have died of starvation. They would have dispersed, and the Jewish race would have been done with. But God used the very thing that the brothers hated. He used that very thing to save them. And this is how it is about Jesus. Jesus said, if they hated me, they're going to hate you. If they despised me, they're going to despise you. If they persecuted me, they're going to persecute you. And the church, the modern church in the United States really doesn't understand that. If you're outside the United States, you get it. You understand this because there is intense persecution. We in the United States are just now beginning to get into that, of where there's open warfare, lawfare against the church. And it's been this way now it's been building for a long time, but particularly in COVID, starting in 2000, you really saw a lot of people come out against the church and against the things that we stand for and represent. Oh, they didn't want you to worship. They didn't want you to pray. They didn't want you to, whether you were inside or outside the building, it didn't matter. You should not gather together. But it was okay for everything else. But you say, well, Gordon, what does that? They were targeting the church. Out of all the things going on in society, they were targeting the church to shut us down. They wanted us to go away. And this is just a precursor of what they would have done. But this is the term the Lord hated. The church is the salvation of the world. The church is the salvation of the United States of America. The church is the restrainer that the Bible calls us, the restrainer against evil. And when you remove the church in the rapture, or in culture in general, when you remove the church, sin reigns because there is no restrainer to the effect of sin. The word abomination, I'll use it in Proverbs 29:27 because this is really good. An unjust man is an abomination to the righteous, and he who is upright in the way is an abomination to the wicked. Again, James Dobson said, if you love much, you're going to hate much. If you love evil, you will hate good. If you love good, you will hate evil. That's the way that it is. Vines describes abomination as something or someone as essentially unique in the sense of being dangerous, sinister, and repulsive to another individual. A lot of people look at the church and they see us as dangerous. They see us as being sinister, and we're repulsive to other individuals. Now, why do they believe that? Because we threaten the evil that they have committed themselves to. I mean, it's just that simple. Why are people so upset that we want to save babies from being murdered in the womb? That's what abortion is. Abortion takes a life. Why they oppose us and call us that we hate women when there are more women babies in the womb aborted than there are males. Seems like that it's okay to kill women as long as they're in the womb, but you don't want to make their life a little bit more difficult by making them accountable for their actions. It seems like they hate us for wanting to remove evil from our communities while they celebrate and parade evil right in front of our eyes. And they do it because they hate us. We are an abomination to those who love evil, just as they are an abomination to our eyes. So while the Lord hates all of these things, all of these 6 things that we read, the 7th is probably the worst, and that is that the 7th thing is sowing discord among the brethren, and that's what so many people are so good at today. They just want to sow hate and fear among the people who are wanting to save them, are wanting to help them, are wanting to have them meet God, who is their forgiver and the cleanser of their soul, and the God who will lift them up and encourage them and strengthen them. I'm Pastor Gordon Brubaker. God bless you.